My name's Kelly Stanton and I head up the team that is working on establishing and implementing the hubs at the local level. And I want to start today by also paying my respect to the traditional owners of the land on which we stand and pay my respects to elders past and present. So as Annette talked about, it's a significant body of work and there'll be lots of opportunities at a statewide and local level to engage in the work. I want to talk today about some of the local engagement and planning and some of the work our team will be doing over the coming months. So, along with statewide leadership and governance, and we have much of that, you will know very well that it is the critical role of local leadership and government in establishing these hubs at the local level. So to support the establishments of the hubs, we'll be creating two governance groups with very distinct functions and purposes. They'll be supported by a local hub centre manager to be employed by Family Safety Victoria, who's got an important role in supporting the operations of the hub and supporting the partnership of agencies. So you can see on the left-hand side of this slide the statewide committees that are supporting this work. Those two levels of governance will also have strong links to the range of statewide committees and the range of local governance arrangements in this space. So integrated family violence committees, family services alliance, child youth area partnerships, Indigenous violence committees. And it'll also link to the reform work, and Annette mentioned the child and family reform space at the local level. So the Hub Leadership Group. That will provide strategic executive leadership for the hub, really facilitating collective accountability for the outcomes and performance of the hub. And as you can see, partnership is reflected all through this work. So it'll include managing the operations and performance of the hub based on the statewide design that'll be worked up over the coming weeks, and really ensuring that that service is tailored to meet the needs of service users in the local area. The group will be chaired by Family Safety Victoria and will include senior representatives from each of those community service organisations that will be delivering service from the hub, and senior government representatives that are critical to the work. This group will be really key in helping us understand how the hubs are working in delivering on the vision and helping us evolve the model. So they'll be established in the 5 launch areas, and we will also seek to bring those groups together. The other governance group we have is the Local Hub Establishment Group, and in each launch area there is a rich service network, and we are very keen to capitalise on that. The Local Hub Establishment Group will be really key to establishing that model in the context of the local service system and really providing advice to us about the local service system, the barriers and what needs to happen to achieve outcomes for clients. It'll have a key function in supporting the hub to get going, to ensuring there are clear referral pathways, and Annette talked about that a bit earlier, across the range of services in a region, and really contributing to the sort of monitoring, planning and evaluation and informing the statewide approach to current and future rollout. That group will be co-chaired by FSV, the Hub Centre Manager, and a sector representative, and will have a broad range of people from across the human services, justice and health arenas and government. Okay, that's just what I've just talked through. As Annette mentioned, it will be really critical for us to have the voice of Aboriginal communities in the hubs, and we're inviting them to be part of our governance structures from the very beginning, really ensuring that the sort of important insights and innovation that they already deliver in an integrated way to their communities is capitalised for the hubs. We'll be closely engaging with them through a range of mechanisms, including targeted consultations in each launch site, continued statewide Aboriginal co-design forum and involvement of representatives in the statewide and local groups. The other voice we're keen to capture is the voice of service users, And there is innovation happening in each of the launch sites now, and we'll be working locally to see what are the best mechanisms for us to capture the local voice of service users. We currently have the Victim Survivor Advisory Council at a statewide level, and they will also support this work. So we'll be looking to establish those groups over the coming weeks. We've been seeking nominations, and they've been coming in over the last few days. The local hub establishment groups will kick off with large forums in each of the launch sites to really inform that statewide design work that Annette was talking about, and providing a way of helping us to embed that in the local context. In terms of local governance structures, I talked earlier about the fact that each launch area has a lot of local governance, and we are keen over the coming months to think through what is the role of the hub governance vis-a-vis the roles of the Family Service Alliance and Integrated Family Violence Committee, and work with local launch areas to think about how we might streamline governance going into the future. So what we're involved in currently is meeting with agencies one-on-one to talk about their understanding of the hubs and their readiness to come into the hubs. We'll also be working with our colleagues in Aboriginal orgs to develop the Aboriginal service design, and they've been really clear with us that we need to think about that both at a statewide and a local level and engage Aboriginal communities in that. The invitations for the Hub Leadership Group and Local Hub Establishment Group will go out in the coming days. At the same time as all of that engagement work, our team are working on the statewide framework for implementation planning, how we can support integrated practice through an integrated practice framework, and looking at some of the operational guidelines. So that's some of the work of our team. That's probably all I want to say about local engagement and implementation. As you can see, it's a significant body of work. We will have a whole lot of material up on the website up there, the slides and information sheets today. I want to thank you and open it up to questions.